Oh man. Hi guys, and welcome to krodcollective. Welcome to my brand new YouTube channel and my very first YouTube video. I'm super excited. My name's Kim and I talk all things travel. I'm gonna be posting videos weekly. Welcome. In today's video, I'm gonna be talking about how to take your first solo trip. I know it can seem really daunting, especially if you've never traveled alone by yourself before, but I've been traveling solo for about 8 to 9 years now. These are the tips that kind of helped me get started, and I'm hoping that they will help you as well. So let's jump into it. So first, I wanted to say that we are still in the middle of COVID-19. You know, people are beginning to get vaccinated, and I feel like we can kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel, but we are still in the thick of it and it is not over yet. By posting this video, am I in no way encouraging people to travel at this time. I'm hoping that you guys will use this video as a resource for when COVID is over and when we can freely travel again and you can just travel at your leisure. Let us jump into it. So my first tip is to start small. If you have not spent a lot of time by yourself and you've never solo traveled before, I would highly encourage starting small. So what does that look like? That could be anything from going to a museum in your hometown by yourself or where you live, taking yourself out to lunch or dinner, or just exploring your town without anyone else around. Learn what it feels like to be by yourself and start doing things by yourself. Don't dive right into it. Start with baby steps. And so now that you've kind of built a little momentum and you figured out what it feels like to spend time by yourself, travel by yourself, do things by yourself, second tip would be take a solo trip within your home city or your home country, your home state, your home province. You can take an overnight trip in the next town over. You can go a couple states over. The options and the opportunities are endless. The beauty in this is that you can experience something kind of semi-new, but also there's a little bit of familiarity there. So you can really explore and you're still doing it on your own. You're not too far from home. And you know what? If there's a place nearby that you've always wanted to go to, now is the time. Now is definitely the time. So staying within your hometown allows you to kind of practice solo traveling while still maintaining some level of familiarity. Definitely would not recommend, you know, going straight to Nigeria for your first solo travel trip if you're not from there. So tip number three is research. Research. I cannot say it enough, especially if you are someone that is used to collaborative effort or you're used to not kind of taking the burden on and doing most things by yourself. This one's for you. And I'm talking, do the most exhaustive research that you could possibly think of. So here's the thing. When you solo travel, you can do whatever you want, whenever you want, which is great. However, it also means that everything on that trip falls on you. So that means, what time does the sun rise and set in that city or that country? Knowing the transport system. Is Uber available? Do they have a metro? Do they have a subway system that's reliable? Do they have buses? All that stuff you want to do as much research as you possibly can, because at the end of the day, as a solo traveler, this trip that you have planned falls on you. And so if anything goes wrong, it's on you. If anything goes right, it's on you. Talk to friends, read blog posts, watch YouTube videos. Google is your friend, because I'm telling you right now, it is gonna help you in the long run, and you're gonna be better off for it when you do all the research up front, because you have less surprises, and you wanna take away all of those things that are gonna make you feel anxious or unprepared. All those things, you wanna kind of put them at bay as much as possible, and research is how you get there. So definitely research is my tip number 3. So tip number 4 is to break off from the group. So the next time you take a trip with your girlfriends or your family, take some time out for yourself. So if you're doing a weekend trip with family, take a couple of hours, a day, half a day, whatever it is, and take some time out for you. Explore on your own. This kind of connects with the first tip I gave, which is to start small. You can kind of say to them, hey, I'm gonna, you know, branch out on my own for a couple of hours, go to the park, explore the city. You know, I'm gonna go to dinner by myself tonight, so you guys enjoy. I'm gonna do my thing by myself, and that will kind of give you a little bit of a taste of what it's like to solo travel. All right, tip number 5. All right, tip number 5 is to think positively. Y'all, listen, there are a lot of people who could not even, they can't even wrap their brain around why anyone would want to solo travel. And I get it. It is not for everyone. Here's the thing. You may try solo traveling and find out that it's not for you. And traveling alone is not for everyone. But the thing is, no matter what you do, there are always going to be people there to discourage you, or there are always going to be people that are not going to understand. Most of the time, that comes from a good place. It comes from a loving place because they love you and they care about you. But it can be discouraging. And so I'm a firm believer in whatever you water, what's the saying? Whatever you water will grow. So I encourage you to water the seed and the plant of positivity and watch that grow instead of the plant of negativity. I remember once I did a solo travel trip to Porto, Portugal, and I stayed with this older, sweet older woman in an Airbnb, and she would not stop. She would not stop about, where's my boyfriend and why am I traveling alone, and Porto is too beautiful to see it alone. You know, she would definitely encourage me to not see certain areas of the city because I was alone. And then I think at the end of the trip she said something like, oh, she was like, definitely come back, but with your boyfriend. These things happen, honestly. This kind of comes with the territory of solo travel. These things happen. It's okay. They don't have malicious intent. Listen, I still get people sending me articles about things that have happened on solo travel trips and all sorts of stuff. The truth is that anything can happen, and so many things can happen even when you're traveling with other people. I suggest encouraging yourself. Be your own encourager. Think positively. There are plenty of women out here who solo travel. I'm not the only one, and soon it's gonna be you. So many men as well who solo, just so many people who solo travel. So much beauty in solo traveling. Is it scary? Yeah, it can be. I've definitely had suspicious moments, okay? I have definitely had some moments. But at the end of the day, I find solo traveling really rewarding, and I think that you will too, honestly. So just keep going, think positive. My last and final tip, practice packing light. Y'all, let me tell you something. When you solo travel and you're taking that heavy backpack, that heavy, you know, pulley, like zip up suitcases, that's going with you everywhere. To the bathroom, to the restaurant, on the metro, on the airplane. It's going with you everywhere. Until you get to your accommodation, it goes everywhere. Well, it's really beneficial to pack light. Oftentimes when I'm doing a solo trip, depending on the length, I try to fit everything into a backpack. I have my favorite little Swedish backpack that I use. I suggest doing like a carry-on only, doing a backpack. Of course, now it depends on the length of your trip. It may not be beneficial to just have a little teeny tiny backpack, but when you are traveling solo, it's just you. And unless you meet friends on the way, which is very possible, you have people to safeguard your stuff. So it would definitely behoove you to pack light and to learn how to pack light. When Mother Nature is calling you and you got that heavy butt freaking backpack on, the last thing you want to do is lug it everywhere, and it's gonna get old real fast. Oh, and on top of that, plus if anything goes wrong, so if anything goes wrong on your trip, if there's a robbery, if there's bed bugs, whatever, and you have to evacuate, because you can just like, you know, take that on and just get out of there as quick as you can. So packing light has its benefits for sure. You guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for joining me. So if you guys really want to go in depth on how to start solo traveling, definitely check out the blog post that goes along with this video. I'm going to link it down in the description box below. And I want to hear from you. If there's any tips in this video, which one do you think is going to be the most helpful for you? Please let me know in the comments below. So definitely comment, like, subscribe, do all the things you guys know already. You know what to do. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.